Because I was just wondering, what if a guy is lucky, he gets to legendary, legendary, legendary on all the units, then the shop rolls after the round, and he's got there 5 of those random ascension things. You lock those 5, and you know you're done for it, right? You just, every round you play, you get some money, and one of your units becomes mythic. So click on that mythic, click on that mythic. I don't know, it's random, but if you keep going, every, like, all the 5 you have are gonna get to mythic. So that would, if it happens too often, I don't. That's too bad, right? So okay, there's a bunch of things that are going to happen. I think the game is going to be shaken by quite a bit after this update. Sorry. Optimizing the battle experience when artifacts reliant on certain heroes or factions are used in battle. Some artifacts can boost the chance of obtaining heroes of certain factions. Now, this is very important. So, one complaint I had, or many people had, was I'm playing Relic Shard. Relic Shard boosts Light Bearers. Why is my shop full of Maulers? There's no way in the world I want to buy a Mauler if my artifact is Relic Shard. I want Light Bearers. So the same happens for whatever, Obsidian Earring with Graveborns. It happens for Bone Scroll and Maulers. It happens for Tranquil Flask and Welders. There's a bunch, right, related to one faction. Also, certain heroes they are talking about, which makes me think the Pyrocatalyst on Miro, the Oracle Sculpture for Laika, which is empowering her, the Pale Crown for Sylvina, and they're like, what if when you get that artifact, the Pale Crown, what if Sylvina is more likely to show up in the shop for you, so that you don't feel bad having an artifact that's reliant on Sylvina, but you don't see Sylvina in the shop ever, and your Sylvina is epic and she sucks. So you want to see more Sylvanas when you get a Pale Crown, you want to see more Laika when you get an Oracle Sculpture, and along those lines. But kind of never seeing Sylvina go, yeah, exactly, right? Now, this is dangerous though, because Pale Crown is already super strong, and we didn't have a boost on Sylvina. It was just normal Pale Crown. Just click on Graveborns, it's super strong. Now, you're telling me I'm getting 3 copies of Sylvina by playing Pale Crown also? I mean, then I'm slamming Pale Crown every time I see that, right? If you are guaranteeing me I will see more Sylvinas than you usually do when I click on Pale Crown, hell yes, I'm clicking on Pale Crown. I want that Mythic Sylvina very quickly. She's gonna one-shot everything. I don't care about faction bonus, I don't care about anything. If she's an early Mythic when you play Pale Crown, you take that, right? So this is dangerous. Talking about Pale Crown though, it's dangerous. It's actually a very good, very, very good upgrade on Relic Shard, for example. Relic Shard is not very strong. Light Bearers are not very strong. You need Light Bearers to make Relic Shard work. What if I click on Relic Shard and my shop is almost filled up with Light Bearers, and I can just choose the one I want to play with, and they can actually get upgrades. So the basic stats they grant to allies when they die is it's stronger because they get legendary and mythic. So it actually would make Relic Shard more playable than it is now, and I think it's not playable, barely playable. Okay, it would make it playable, or maybe strong even, because it depends on the boost, right? They say can boost the chance. How big is the boost? They're not telling. So what's the boost? It's 5% chance more, or it's like 50% more chance. A ton of Sylvanus, yeah, she's super strong, so you'll see even more, I guess, with boosted chances. But in general, okay, in general, this is a very good. I'm very happy about this change because think about it. They're making it so that when you click on a relic shard, you're getting your light bearers. This means less frustration, right? When you click on relic shard and you get stupid stuff you don't want, you're frustrated. So this means less frustration. Then if it makes relic shard too strong because the boost is too high, whatever, just balance the relic shard then, okay? Balance it down a little bit. Instead of 9% stats, it can be 7 or 6% stats. But at least when I click on relic shard, I know I'm getting light bearers. That's awesome, I think. And also, yeah, all these changes seems to be aimed at making your experience funnier, right? Having fun when you click and play. Even if you're gonna lose, it's gonna feel more like you got to do what you were there for, right? When you click on this, you will find stuff that it's useful for you. You will get more like the artifact level 2 maybe sooner, so the artifact is now complete and your team comp kind of works now, and all of those things probably aimed at giving you a better experience while you play. Then if they change these things and the balancing kind of goes wild for a little bit, they will see it in the statistics and they will probably tune down what's becoming too strong and tune up what's left behind by these changes. But in general, it's very cool that they want you to have fun. So when you click on something, you find the things you want to find. I think that's important. Optimizing the display of a hero and equipment quality labels. I think this is just visual because it was yellow, red, and blue for epic, legendary, and mythic heroes, and it was purple, written in purple, the item, or the item written in blue or yellow, right? I think it's just going to be more labels, right? More visible. Big change right here, no duplicate heroes will appear in dual store when heroes reach the max level. So if your hero is mythic, it's no longer appearing in the shop. That's good. Another change where you were frustrated because you get to mythic and then the game you roll and you get 4 Niru and your Niru is already mythic and you're like, I don't need any more, please game, just give me something useful. So at least that's not going to happen anymore. I don't know that maybe this change makes it more likely that you hit more mythics, but also we're going to have more items in the shop, right? New items in the shop, artifact XP and random ascension. So maybe the slots that in the past were duplicate heroes that you already had mythic, this time they're going to be like replaced with artifact XP and other things. So in general, this might not even change the rate at which you get to mythic, but only make the game more enjoyable because you don't get useless cards in the shop, right? So I think it's good. If they balance it good, it's going to be awesome. At the end of the battle, the outcome will be determined by the number of surviving heroes you have on the battlefield. If the number is the same, then it will be a draw. This changes how draw works. I think Illusion Sensor is going to be even stronger than it was before, but I only think that's going to affect Illusion Sensor. Why do they do a change if it's only effectively only affecting Illusion Sensor that was creating draws? Well, I think they don't like the fact that you pick a relic and instead of 9 plus 2 losses, a maximum of 11 rounds. With Illusion Sensor, I've had runs that go on for 16, 17, 18 rounds on the same composition because I keep drawing. And you get stuck there, you play too much with the same comp, your shop is re-rolling because when you draw, you don't lose the life, you don't win a cup, you just re-roll the shop. So it was kind of a strange mechanic where there was a little bit of an incentive to make draws, but also it slows down the game for you. It's another one of those where it's okay, they will still make a draw if it's 5 against 5, but if you were pulling ahead and you just needed some more time to close out the game, then this is going to give you the win, right? It's one of those where no longer can the super tank draw the game for you because they can't kill the tank. And the opposite way around also is true, right? No longer can the enemy super tanky unit just draw the game because you don't have enough damage to kill the tank and the timer runs out. You will kill the other 4. The tank can stay there all they want. At 0 seconds, they're going to lose because they were 1 and your team still had like 3, 4, or 5 units. No more losses to Art of Ruling and Tandra with Stalwart. Well, it's not draws, I guess, right? Yeah, no more losses. No, they were losses, but Antandra was gonna draw in, like was drawing many times, yeah, and she's not gonna be able to draw that many now because that's only gonna be a draw if Antandra is 1v1 on your team. If you had 2 units, then you're gonna win 2v1 the Antandra if the timer runs out. fixing the occasional and occasional kick W, fixing the occasional damage error of Rice's ultimate. I think the occasional error was happening a little bit too many times. At least they reckon Rice was a problem and they changed it. Now the only complaint I have, oh, this is it, by the way. The patch is over. The only complaint I had, or I still have, I would say, is that they are pretty slow at making these changes. I would have loved these changes to happen much quicker, because Riz was bugged for months now. As soon as he came out, Riz was bugged because there was, what was, oh, Falling Dagger, right? Infinite ultimates on Riz, infinite ultimates. And then they fix Riz, and it's still bugged on occasional damage error on Fire Dance, I guess. And then it's still like one more month, and then they fix Riz. Ideal would be 15 days for me, 2 weeks. 2 weeks patches would be very much ideal. If you see something is very much wrong, you do something to fix it. So even if they couldn't fix Riz, for example, they could just say, okay, Riz has a problem. In 2 weeks, Riz is coming out. We put back, I don't know, Satrana in the pool because she had no problem. So Satrana is back in, Riz is out. We're gonna work on Riz, fix the damage errors, and he's coming back in 2 weeks. Okay, being quick at adapting would actually make it so that players can't get angry at the game mode, seeing, oh, it's everybody Riz Fire Dance and you just lose, because that's a feeling a little bit, right? Riz should have been hot fixed in the first couple of weeks. Yeah, but maybe, you know, this is the point. Maybe they don't have a way to hot fix an error like this. For as apps work in the tech world, I'm just talking, you don't always have a way to hot fix things. Sometimes they require a full patch with download and whatever. Maybe I can understand they don't want to put another download day, another patch coming out just to fix a hero like Riz in a mode that's Honor Duel, that's not even the main mode of the game. That is bad experience for players. Also, when a patch comes out, they have to probably bug test every change that's in the patch. They also have to submit the patch to the Apple Store, the Android Store, whatever, and it gets approved, and then it can be downloaded, whatever. It's a long and tedious process. Maybe though they could build the game as in choosing this one. So when you're here and you have a roster here of heroes that are available with changes made to them, maybe these are actually small changes that they can tweak. So if they could be faster, like 2 weeks cycles, at updating these numbers right here and these units right here, I think it will make for a huge game mode, like the biggest improvement ever. You see Riz is bugged, remove and put Shakir back in. You see Torren is just too strong, move -30 to -35 in 2 weeks from now, right? And monitor for 2 weeks how the game goes. Too strong of a hero, move one number a little bit, right? Move the number a little bit. It's too strong, 5%, 10% less, 10% more, here and there. Is the hero completely broken because we don't know why? Remove from the pool, put one back in, and we fix the hero later. Also, this would make it so that the new heroes we're not playing with here in Honor Duels, I would love to see Alsa, Soren, and Olmos in here. Why am I not playing with the new heroes in Honor Duel? Like, come on, guys. I understand that when the hero comes out, they don't want to give it the hero in Honor Duel immediately. Otherwise, you're going to test the hero in Honor Duel. You don't spend money to someone recruit the hero with money. and you think they hear, oh, I don't like it, I'm not gonna summon, whatever. They think they're losing coins, money, whatever. But when the month is over and the hero moves to the wish list, right? The whoever can get it, whatever. In that moment, there's a patch, right? Because a new hero is coming up. So, for example, Almost was coming up after Alsa Soren. Why, in that moment, couldn't you just take out two of these molars that have been there for the longest of times and put in Alsa Soren here? Like, remove, for example, it would have worked wonders because Riz was bugged and you just take down whatever else, right? So it's a fighter, whatever, take down Set, take down Odie, you put in Alsa and Soren, and that's great, I think. And people get to experience the new heroes in our duels. I think they still have some work to do to become very good here. But I also think, in general, they had a patch that was very good. Because every single thing I read on the patch was giving me either excitement or I was thinking it's a cool upgrade. Like, we needed that one. It's just that we want everything and they don't have the time to do every single change we would want them to. So we want too many things. They did only some of those. But honestly, I think they did many good things in the patch. A step in the right direction for sure. Yeah, I agree. They showed us that they know what was missing here or what's wrong with the mode, and they started fixing those things. I think it's awesome. Because now if they want to keep going for this, the easy crap is out, right? They fix the easy things, and now more like, for example, give us hypo or celestials, give us diversity on items, balance artifacts sooner, balance heroes more frequently, change the rosters frequently. Like there's so many things they can do to make it super awesome. If they got the easy stuff out of the way, then maybe they're going to work on the what is tougher for them to implement, but also good for us to live with. Yeah, I think that's the patch rundown. What do you guys think about the patch? What's your comments on this? Any single update you think is bad? Like I've read 7 or 8 points, and I think they all have potential to be very good. Now, admittedly, some of those had no additional info, so this new item is coming in the shop. They didn't tell us what it does, how much it costs, how frequently it's going to be in the shop, whatever. There's a bunch of information that's missing, but on the surface level, I was very happy about reading the patch notes. Bad Axe. I think I need to see to really know. If they didn't dial things properly, it could be an issue for sure. Yeah, for balancing, right? If in general, you're right that if they are so slow at balancing the game, so if it takes them 2 months for the next Honor Duel upgrade, and somehow they fucked up the balancing of this, then I can see why 2 months of fucked up update is gonna be killing the mode, right? So we hope they had a good amount of like testing for how powerful things can have to be, and also they become quicker at adjusting. I hope the sensing stuff is balanced that here, that there will be strategic decisions to make whether to get them or not compared with standard equipment or mythic heroes. Yeah, so you're talking about the random ascension thing, which we don't know what it is or how it works. We just summarized how we think it might be. They might have a different idea, however. Like just to pull it out of my ass now, what if you buy a token? That's a token that says legendary to mythic, token 1. And when you accumulate, like if your hero is on 2 out of 4, you can use 2 tokens to ascend it. So that's a random ascension token, in a sense that It's not an Entandra token, it's not a Damian token, it's just a legendary to mythic token. It costs more than 15, maybe 20 coins, but you're sure that when you need one to get to mythic, you can use like unload all your tokens there. I don't know. There's so many ways they could have done that that we probably are not even imagining right now. But yeah, I hope it's gonna be balanced and not just a must-have choice when you see it in the shop, and also not the avoid absolutely because it's a crappy purchase. Although that's too easy to say, right? Obviously, we hope they did well, right? Oh, I hope all the new updates are done very well. Yeah, I also do. You guys want to vote on this? Do you want to vote on the artifact? I can give you guys 1 minute to vote. Which one do I play? So there's flask, there is book, there's the bag, and there's the random one. Okay, wait. You can vote if you want to see one of those in particular. My idea here is that Tranquil Flask is one of those where you want to play Wilders. It's getting a boost in the future, so we will see more Wilders while picking Tranquil Flask. It's a decent start. Swifty Book, I like it on different factions, right? I don't like Swifty on these graves, whatever, but it's so powerful that maybe it can work with whatever. And the Fragment Bag, this looking very strong here. This is looking very strong. Like the starter heroes are very strong, and the bag is a very strong item, artifact. So this is a very strong pick. But I'm happy with whatever you choose, guys. So my issue with Tranquil Flask is I feel like it doesn't heal enough to be helpful. You're right. Sometimes I also felt like that. So you're dividing. Okay, there's 2 votes for Flask, 2 for Book. Okay, let's do it like this then. Like when there's elections and there's 50-50, which one? Now the vote is only Flask or Book, because they were the only 2 options. So you can vote again to finish because there was a 5th voter. So now the, how do you say in English when the first votation is not enough and you have to go again? Everyone votes, yeah. Go in chat and tell me, do you want to see me play with the Tranquil Flask, which heals Wilders, or with the Swifty Book, which disrupts the enemy backline? There's a 3 for 2 on Book. Oh, geez, 3 on 3? Are you guys gonna... Oh, 4 on 3. Okay. Thanks for the participation. Everybody's gonna vote. It's 4 against 3. Oh, that's so close. You still have a few seconds. Book is winning 4 on 3. So this Book run 4 and 3, I think it's gonna close like this. Yes, okay. Book 4 on 3. So we have to play with a Swifty Book. Okay. Let's think for a second. Oh, by the way, the icon is different now. There was a bug in the icon. You see, this is the real Swifty Book. It's not the one you saw before. So we play with the Swifty Book. Now, I don't like the starting heroes. These I don't like very much. But what can I do? I could turn on Wilders immediately and say, okay, I don't care. I'm going to play a few rounds with Wilders. I could also try the strategy of random heroes, because if I go random, there's the economy strategy that we can try out this time, and maybe something cool comes up with the random purchases. I also have probably the 2 best items on level 1 that you can get, so I'm locking those. In the meantime, I'll have to decide what to do here. Because I know Swifty Book is very good on Wilders. I know it because you guys know I keep track of my runs in the spreadsheet. And I can tell you that Swifty Book... Yeah, Swifty Book is very strong in general. As you can see, I played the book with Maulers only 3 times. Maulers with the splash ones, and Wilders all the others. So Maulers in general grants me 15 points per run on average. What if I play Wilders? 18. So Wilders are very good on, very good on this. So I'm incentivized to like click on this thing and try to pivot immediately to wild. Even if I got 0 Wilders here, just try to go Wilders as soon as possible, right? Because we know Wilders are good in this. Okay, so we're getting, at least it's 5 heroes, that's good. I don't think we need a dagger. If the plan is to go Wilders, there's no real good Wilder hero that wants a dagger. But there's many that do want a ring. So I think I'm buying a ring. For the moment, the ring goes on Viperian, I guess, for the ultimate. And as soon as I find my healer, the Hewin, then maybe the ring is for her, right? Cypher, I never tried doing 318, just saw it discussed in Discord. It's very good, they say. I tried a few times. Sometimes it was just OP, just straight up super strong. Sometimes it just didn't click. I think I have to learn. I have to learn how to do that. Let's put it like that. I think I still have to learn how to do that. Now, I want to be defensive if I can. I don't like a Smokey being here, but I don't know. I don't know any other. Actually, if Igor is there, maybe Smokey can be here. Yeah. Look at this. I think I'm going to do this. It's going to be Viperian and Igor alone in on top. Yeah, it's going to be like this. Because this way my Smokey is more centered in the area of the battleground, and the aroma is gonna hit a big portion of the battlefield. I don't know that it's like the best choice, but it's what I want to try to do, because Smokey on the corner feels really bad. Now he's getting jumped by Sylvina. That's definitely not good. Yeah, Smokey's dead already without even moving, so we're gonna have a big problem. Especially if the opponent can ulti Flora, ulti Mr. Carlisle, stuff like that. Yeah, they have a good healer. And ulti Flora, okay, we're in trouble, right? Can I kill the healer, please? Okay, the healer is down. Flora is very strong. Flora is too strong. Igor now is gonna lose time on the puppets, right? Lose time on the puppets, and we're gonna lose. Yeah, Flora too strong. It was close though, it was very close. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to go Wilders. I can even buy this one because she's very strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. So we do have 5 of the Wilders we wanted. Now, is it the case we just sell, for example, just sell this Viperian? Do we want a second ring? I think I do. A ring is so powerful, and I also lost already 1 match. I want to be as strong as possible because losing 2 matches means the run is basically doomed. Because I think you want to play with 1 extra apple ready to counter the Riss Fire Dance opponent that's going to come up. So if you lose 2 apples, you're about to die. That's my view. Fragrant Bag, that's very strong. So unfortunately, we are once again against a very strong opponent. We're gonna have to do something like this, I guess. It's gonna be Brian and Parisa for the faction bonus, unless I need my Igor somehow. I don't think I want Igor. I just think I'll go like this and cross my fingers